All right, folks, welcome back to our second match of tonight's triple header of the 9th annual Super Smash TV tournament here on GG Speedruns. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, Aquas on the commentary with me as well. Second match, we have got a winners quarterfinals match between Lucha Jim and Teleo1. Lucha, the 11th seed, Teleo, the 3 seed. Winner of that moves on to the winner semifinals. They will take on either last year's runner-up in J-Pop for Life or our very own Mr. Dino. So, Aquas, before we get started here, Lucha Jim has been putting in some work, has gotten a couple of PBs. He's got a 530 now on easy percent that puts him in 14th place on the leaderboard, and he's also been working on hard percent with a 47.27 now on 5th place on the leaderboard.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's actually playing on original hardware now instead of emulator. So maybe that's
Ooh.
a
Yes.
factor into maybe him playing the game more and getting better.
Certainly indeed, Aquas. It is always advantageous if you can play this game on actual hardware as opposed to running it on an emulator because of, the inputs and whatnot. You don't have to worry about the input lag. So it's definitely helped out Lucha Jim. We'll see if it helps him out here. I mean, we've got Teleo1, who's his opponent, who was last year's bronze medalist, took away that podium from you there, Aquas.
Sometimes he gets me, yep.
Yep, I believe, though, it was J-Pop for Life who eliminated you and ended your bronze medal run there. We'll see what happens this year. So this is probably going to be a match you're going to be keeping your eyes very closely on, Aquas.
Yes, curse all of them.
Absolutely, indeed. Well, as you know, they say one match at a time. So I'll ask if these runners are ready, and we'll get this started.
Yeah, this is going to be a great match, of course, in the winner's bracket. So it's going to be an exciting one. It could really go any way. Of course, Teleo is playing on original hardware as well, as I understand. So, you know what? It doesn't really matter which way, but it's going to be a pretty exciting match. And it's probably going to go all the way. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Had a little bit of a delay there. Discord was being Discord with my entrances. You know how you enter something in Discord, it kind of like stays gray for like 10 seconds before, that's what was happening with me. But out with the technical delays. Here we go. Game number 1, Lucha Jim and Teleo1. And Teleo is going to be doing the orb manipulation strats here. We'll see if he ends up pulling this off here. Oh. Lucha Jim not doing the manipulation strats. And Lucha Jim with the nuke, but that was not quite timed right. Still good enough because there was only just a couple of the foot soldiers left. So Lucha Jim with a 40. Teleo with a 42, so we'll see if he ended up getting the manipulation or not. If he did it correctly, he should see an orb on his feet or somewhere in this arena. We're saying no here. Looks like, yep, did not get the manipulation, and Lucha Jim not off to the greatest start either, as he's clubbed down early, so a little bit of these jitters here. And hey, Lucha Jim taking a page out of the Aquas book. He's playing as player 2. You see that? And look at this, Teleo gets an orb anyway, so Teleo has the advantage here on Lucha Jim, as now Lucha's gonna have to fish for some items here. So we've got Teleo1 with the orb. He's gonna be out of here first by a considerable amount of time. It's a 129. Lucha Jim is going to be now 3 seconds back with a 132 going into Eat My Shrapnel. I think Aquas is completely floored by the fact that Lucha Jim is playing as player 2. I certainly didn't see it coming. In fact, he's so much so we've lost Aquas from the feed here. We'll try to get him back as soon as possible here. But 18 Mr. Shrapnels have to be taken out. No more than 4 can be on the screen at any given point. You start to bleed time when that happens. But I'll tell you what, Lucha's been bailed out by, and now he gets the orb to go with those rockets. He's going to be in fine shape. They'll have rockets to close the room and start total carnage. 212, 215. It's still a 3-second lead for Teleo, but the rockets to start the room should help out Lucha Jim here.
Okay, I am back. Technical difficulties, but where are we at in this match?
Well, I was just pointing out, and we had some fun with this, but Lucha Jim is playing as player 2, if you might have
Yes.
noticed. So we've got that going, and everybody was joking. Oh, Aquas is completely floored by that. I'm like, yeah, he is. He was completely floored by that. Lucha got a rocket drop followed by an orb late in Total Carnage, so that's how he was able to keep pace with Teleo. Is now Teleo's got some rockets here to help him, so now a Razor Shield late that'll help him finish up this room. So Atelia's going to keep the lead probably. Lucha going to try to get these rockets here. Nice grab there. Trying to grab them as late as possible so he maybe has some for tank trouble, but he won't have any, unfortunately. A little bit. Should get one gunner. Look at this. Look at this.
Wow, how is
Lucha's
it even?
taking the lead.
Wow. Really? Wow.
Wow. When it's tied like this, I'd say it's time for, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Product placement with Taco Bell. Well, I did not see that comment.
Oh, perfect Taco Bell. I mean, sync. I mean, even extra time to enjoy the nacho cheese you got with your nachos.
He'll get one, I believe. Yep, he does get one.
Oh,
Mistake there from Lucha.
Okay, and then Teleo just fighting from the center, desperately trying to hold that orb. Stuff everywhere from Teleo's
Wow,
side.
great movements right there.
And then just getting stability. Lucha just getting dudes.
Yeah, he's getting nothing.
I mean, just feet on both sides.
Yeah, Teleo with great dancing. I mean, there's a reason why he was the bronze medalist of last year. I mean, he went on quite a run here. You know, he's played very, very, very well. Now rockets for Lucha Jim, and that's great to have when you don't have an orb because it'll enable you to fire more accurate. But rockets for Teleo to keep him in the lead. He's got a 424. Lucha with more rockets though is gonna stay afloat.
This is so close still.
5 seconds and change is the deficit. That's one empty drop, folks.
That was tank madness, and it's still a very close game.
Yep. Now Teleo will have an opportunity at the ball buster. No, he does not get the ball buster. Lucha will get rockets, so both gunners are out. Lobbers now for Teleo. So an empty drop for Lucha, so he's going to be looking to get a spreader here. It's a lobber, and that's fine because he wasn't going to die for it anyway. He's run over. No! He won't get to that even on player 2's side. Empty drop for Teleo.
Okay.
Grenades in a bad spot for Lucha. Second arm pops off now for Teleo, so he's in the lead by about a full form now as the first arm pops off now for Lucha, but an empty drop for Teleo, an empty drop for Lucha. Lucha looking for something here as Teleo takes the lead now with the rib cage exposed. There's a spreader. He did his own trick and got the spreader. You know, we call the intentional death of Teleo around here. Well, he did his own trick. He got rewarded. Of course he did.
Yeah, oh, that's perfect.
And now he's already on final form, just like that.
Wow.
My goodness gracious. That is just...
whole sequence. Oh. That's a prime P2 spreader.
But is it too late? Teleo's run over, but it's a great drop.
Well, let's see. I mean, I think Teleo already did a bunch of damage.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Lucha's not on the final form yet.
There it is.
Lucha got a great spreader, but too late. So there you go.
I mean, you might as well play P2 because there's going to be like more spreaders over there.
Nothing but P2 spreaders just about. I mean, there were very few P1 spreaders in that first match, and then Lucha gets the prime spreader in his match. It's just too little, too late because Teleo was getting a lot of great drops, you know, and he was getting spreaders. But Lucha, you know, he definitely had a chance. He was only about 5 seconds back going in, but RNG heavily favoring Teleo1 there. Point to him.
Yep, well earned on Teleo's side with the 608. Pretty respectable time there. Very respectable with the 636 for Lucha too. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
these are the times we're going to see it. Probably the highest we're going to see them go for the time. So
probably. I mean, you know, Lucha, that is not a time to sneeze at. I mean, again, he was only 5 seconds back, so it was a 23-second difference of opinion that Mutoid Man had for these runners.
Chris will be setting up the manip by holding start. I think is the easiest way after going through one of the menus, and you just do that as the screen transition goes, and get that razor pick that up right away and have these even-ish times for the first room. Are we ready for game 2?
Not quite. Lucha's getting the manipulation set to go,
Okay.
and then I will count him down. Teleo is ready. Lucha should be ready shortly.
It takes time to set it up is the one problem.
The runners have been counted down, so we are going to be underway shortly for game number 2 between Lucha and Teleo. Again, the winner moves on to the winners semifinals. The loser of this match will go down into the 3rd round of the second chance bracket. So they would play either Coolio, Joey Mittens, or Tapatio in that instance. Fortunately, it looks like we've got some technical difficulties on Teleo's side. We'll try to get him lined up as soon as possible. And we've lost the feed. Well, we've got the feedback and we're in sync somehow. Somehow it worked. And somehow we're tired. Wait, that's not. No, it's Lucha. Never mind. That's all Lucha. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
I was going to say, we're really in sync like that after the first room. That gets crazy. Nope, I got fooled. They got me good. They got me good, Aquas.
We're working it out.
We'll get it straightened out, so hang in there, folks. All right, so Lucha gets an invulnerability. That's not what we wanted to see here, so he's looking for something better than that. He gets back-to-back invulnerabilities now. To focus on the foot soldiers, try to take down as many as possible. But there's the orb on the 3rd
right
drop.
There.
That'll help.
Great placement for that. Just scoop that up.
Yeah, Teleo's stream is completely off, unfortunately, so there's nothing we can do about that right now. We just have to wait until it comes back on, and well, we might have to see how this plays out. We might have to get provisionals here, depending on how this goes.
We might need to smash his TV.
Yeah, right? I mean, the name of the game is Smash TV, Aquas, after all.
After all.
Now look at this. Lucha's got great drops here in Eat My Shrapnel. He's got rockets, more rockets.
There we go.
He's got that under control. He'll be fine. Yeah, Tetsuo's saying that Talia's got 2 orbs at the same time. I mean, that's what he's doing. He's trying to do that while we're not looking. I mean, I get it. I would try to do the same thing as well. In fact, I'd probably want 3 orbs. So why not? I'm greedy, Aquas. It's 207 out the door for Lucha and some spreader to start the room. So he's in pretty good shape to start. And he gets a razor shield on the feet. Very nice.
Gonna be able to, hunker down the center with the razor and grenades on the feet. So just empty that out and hopefully, razor just keeps up. I mean, razor gonna keep you good here. Just shoot the masses.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just an annoyance. I mean, and a little bit of a time loss, because you're losing your firing lane there. But yeah, it's not gonna really hurt him that much. He's got to be careful. There's a part of that razor shield that is off, so you got to make sure that shrapnel doesn't come through or anything like that. So Lucha Jim doing a really good job. He's got some spreaders waiting for him if he wants to take it, which he will. Should be able to finish up this room very, very shortly here. Not quite, but he does have rockets. Oh, this is beautiful. This is going to play right into his hand. 303 and a full clip of rockets to take with him to tank trouble. You'll love to see it.
That's perfect. And he didn't really make any major mistakes. I mean, we're starting to get Teleo stream back shortly here.
This looks like my NES one. It hasn't been cleaned out in a while.
Yeah, we're getting some artifacting.
We really are. This is ridiculous. He does have an orb, and he's got rockets as well. We'll see what kind of a difference it is. He is trailing, I can tell you that.
And Lucha gets a nuke right away.
Oh my gosh,
so he gets the beginning of the room down.
So Teleo is trailing right now. If you go by the time, 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
Only 8 seconds, really.
Yep. Because it was 303 for Lucha and 311. Now he has half a clip of spreader. That's a big disadvantage compared to Lucha's full rockets. And now more rockets to finish up the room here. Lucha's going to keep his lead. I mean, unless Teleo gets rockets for days, Lucha's going to keep the lead.
The enemies were dodging those rockets, as sometimes they do. But
yes, they do.
Lucha recognized it, and it's going to still clean out the room.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's got a 412. Again, I would imagine he's got the lead. Yep, especially with that first drop being a foot. So 412 for Lucha Jim. I mean, a PB is possible. He needs 77 seconds to get a 529. So he needs drops.
Having to just do some crazy stuff over here in Tank Trouble.
Yeah, I had to do that in game number 1 as well. Lucha, nice ball buster there for him.
Nice. Okay. Teleo holding onto the orbs in Tank Trouble the whole time, even though he's not getting anything over there.
Blocking the lobber there on Lucha, so he'll have to settle for grenades here. There's still one gunner attached. As Teleo, the time is bleeding here. It's a double-digit bleed here for Teleo1 here.
Okay, this is looking kind of bad now.
Yeah, he's going to be about 20 seconds back. Make that
19. P2 Let's go.
It's in a tight spot. He gets blocked. 4,
Come on, no.
3, 2, 1. Same level 4 or whatever. No, it's level 2. It's game 2. What am I talking about? It's game 2. That's a better spot, but it could get blocked. It's blocked again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Same level 2 again. And this is the opportunity for Teleo to catch up.
I think my audio is locking up.
Oh, yes, for sure. Oh, this is bad. And now he's got an invulnerability. Lucha Jim is getting sabotaged here by the game. Again, you got to look at the times here of these runners. And there's a spreader, but that's a player 1 spreader. At long last, we see a good player 1 spreader here. So Lucha's going to grab it in hopes that he can get some damage on it, or maybe, I mean, Lucha is now in the penultimate 4. There's a spreader. Will he be blocked a 3rd time? No, he will not. This is going to finish it up, I think. He's going to get transfer out of this, but it's going to come down to what's happening on Teleo's side. So we got to look at the times here. So it's going to be about a 6:29, 6:30 for Lucha Jim. As Teleo's now in the final form, so watch the times very carefully here. Teleo's missing some shots here. It's going to be a 6:30. And Teleo's going to win. 6:12. That's it. Teleo's got it. Oh, the sabotage. The sabotage, folks.
The creepy guy's offering to show you puppies. Awesome! The Degenitron. You can play video games just like you were in the arcade. Excellent! The Degenitron gaming system plays 3
All right, we're just resetting the feeds here for both of our runners here, but we will get us to game number 3 as soon as possible.
Yes, hello, I am back. There's some crazy stuff going on with Discord, but I'm back.
Well, anyways, Discord is being Discord tonight. I mean, what would a GG Speedruns experience be without Discord being Discord?
What happened with the match? I missed the end of that one.
Teleo ended up winning that by about 18 seconds. It was a big flip. He was about 19 seconds back total. He ended up winning by 18 seconds because of the double sabotage. Lucha was sabotaged twice by spreaders in that Mutoid Man fight, and that enabled Teleo1 to sneak in the back door and come from behind.
Wow.
Just hard luck there.
Yeah, my feed just was down, and I have no idea. That's incredible.
All right, both of the feeds are now back up, and they are both ready to go. I will let them know that we're going to count them down.
Yeah, so that's Teleo taking his second game. So already Lucha Jim down. But I think he's going to come back right now. I can feel it.
He's played the arenas exceptionally well. He has been hosed by Mutoid Man both times, and by like 20 plus seconds each time so far. I mean, his luck has just got to change on the Mutoid Man fight.
This is the run, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, he had the ball buster. He had spreaders in good spots that were blocked twice. I mean, if one of those spreaders does not get blocked, he wins that. He definitely wins that. And there's no question in my mind he wins that.
Yeah.
All right, so Teleo abandoning the orb manipulation strats this time, and he will have the whole shot.
What's he trying to do then? I didn't notice, actually.
And he got a 38. Lucha got a 39. So 2 sub-40s into collect powers. That's very, very good. No, he abandoned the orb manipulation. He had tried it the first 2 games. We don't know if he got it on the second one or not. I'm going to assume he didn't, though, considering that he was trailing Lucha.
Yeah.
That's probably why he didn't do it in game number 3. I'm just guessing he's abandoned it. Hey, we got an orb here on Lucha's side, so another good start for Lucha here.
Teleo holding it down with the razor, and
he'll
he's not getting much in orb, but yeah, he's gonna be fine. But Lucha with that orb.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be close to see
Orb at the
who's gonna
beginning.
come out.
That's gonna be saving time for sure.
Well, yeah, but I'll tell you, Teleo did a good job, but it is a flip of the lead. Lucha now has the lead by about a half a second, so we did get a flip in the lead there. Rocket not in the best spot, but Lucha can focus on avoiding the swirl and taking down the rest of the Mr. Shrapnel. He'll be in fine shape. Teleo needs that orb.
Teleo's just waiting, and there he gets it. Yeah,
he'll be fine. So provided that that there were no sabotages, it's probably going to be about that same half a second lead, give or take. So we could see another change in leadership depending on how the room closes. No, that's not the last one, Teleo. That's the last one. So a little bit of a miscount there is going to send Teleo back about a second. So it's about a 1.5 seconds lead now for Lucha. As a Razor Shield's the opening drop for Lucha. You'll love to see it. A couple of spreaders for Teleo.
Spreader for Lucha, and we're going back to the center, and invulnerability for Lucha. That's fine. He's got the Razor.
Look at that
Teleo
camouflage grenade. That grenade underneath all those bars right there. So he was able to recognize that and void. He gets a Razor Shield on the best location, but he was able to grab it without losing the orb. So a nice play there for Teleo. So again, this is going to be neck and neck coming out of this room. I would imagine there's a nuke for Lucha. It's going to be too early to play on his side. So he will go ahead and grab it, though, to get rid of the Mr. Travel. It was almost the end of there. It was a good nuke.
That was a good one.
252.
Sure.
That's the best time we've seen somebody into the bonus room so far today. Teleo is going to, again, be double digits back of Lucha going into tank trouble, but the difference this time, no drops or no weapon for either player to start this room. 11 seconds.
Ooh, that's dangerous. So we got to see what their particular strategy is. It's very crucial. This is first 8 seconds and drop.
11 seconds. Oh, it's a dude.
And
so
dude,
Lucha, not the best of starts, but I'll tell you what. Oh, he almost good job.
Lucha did.
Good job from
He
Lucha.
didn't shoot any of the foot guys, so no new
but
ones.
look at this. It's a Razor Shield for Teleo. That's
nice.
a great drop to have here. And right now, it's early, but Lucha getting the TTTT, typical tank trouble trash. Teleo
Lucha with the smart shooting, but not getting any
shooting.
power-ups.
No.
And Teleo...
Teleo's going to gain some time. Oh, he's going to gain even more time as Lucha drops the orb. And even more time. Teleo's going to have the lead. He will have the lead.
Oh, yeah, at this point. Yes.
Lucha has a spreader, so, that helps a little bit. But yeah, Teleo is going to have the lead. We're going to have a change in leadership. But these Rockets,
oh, wait, the Rockets.
Who knows? Yeah.
They'll clean up the room. Wow.
We're even again. It's that's 10 seconds removed from that lead to Teleo from keeping that orb intact. But those Rockets save Lucha from total disaster.
It's such a hard game to read. Like, they just keep coming out even.
1 second is the difference now. And that's a mistake. The Lucha could have gotten disastrous on that swirl because of that grenade. Teleo does not get the ball buster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, an empty drop for Lucha again. And a great spreader for Teleo1. Oh my gosh, everything coming up Teleo1 and Mutoid, man.
And Mutoid rolling up to Teleo as well. It helps.
Gosh. I mean, he's off to a big lead.
I mean, he's just setting up another Teleo. Meanwhile, Lucha with a spreader on the P1 side.
It's one of the feet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He got one on the feet. Did Teleo1. And he's already on final form. There's nothing Lucha Jib can do. Mutoid Man has all of his chips on Teleo1. I'm telling you.
Wow, there we go.
That is just absolute disgusting RNG flip-flops this entire match. And Telly's going to get a sub 6 easily. There it is. Even had one gunner left over. Lucha did very little wrong in this match, and he has no wins to show for it there, Aquas.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how Smash TV goes. And wow, just Teleo got all the come together for just a solid time that time. And Lucha, I mean, he's out here still trying to complete this like under 630. And
it's going to be his best Mutoid Man fight in terms of the least amount of time he's lost, I think. But it's still, when you get a spreader on in the perfect player 1 spot, you take a death and get a spreader on your feet. You know you're running lucky. You know you're running well.
Yeah, that I blinked and I missed like all that transfer damage.